Hello, good afternoon, my YouTube friends, and everybody else on YouTube all across the globe. Once again, it is time for another edition of George's Logic. Brought to you by yours truly. And this video, I'm continuing my pre-fight analysis on the premier matchups, I'll say, that are going to be held this Saturday night at UFC 129. Now, the match that I'm going to be breaking down today is going to be none other than a very intriguing contrast in styles. This is what I think is going to be a good old fashioned styles clash here, because you've got wrestling and experience and just overall octagon knowledge against technique, speed, uh, savvy, and I guess you can say youth. Um, Basically, okay, forget what I just said about all that. The matchup I'm going to be talking about is Randy Couture versus Lyoto Machida. Just forget all of that I just said. Now, this match is going to be a styles clash. You're going to have the experience, the octagon knowledge, and the toughness of Randy Couture going up against the speed, the skill, and the intelligence of Lyoto Machida, and also youth as well. Now, a lot of people are counting Randy Couture out of this fight, which would be reasonable, which would be understanding. But another thing you have to realize is that Randy Couture is a very good strategizer. I mean, just when you think he couldn't come up with any better strategy to beat an opponent, he does. I mean, he just finds a way, And for this fight, I think he's going to have to employ a lot of pressure and a lot of just throwing his weight around on Lyoto Machida. He's going to have to close the distance from the get-go, and he's going to have to just back Machida up against the cage, pin him, and do his dirty boxing stuff, like he always does. If he tends to strike with Lyoto, he's going to have to stay close. If he even thinks about, landing a punch or something like that, he's going to have to do it staying in front of Machida. He cannot let Machida open the distance, because the first minute Lyoto opens the distance, he's going to catch him. Bottom line, whether it's with a kick, a knee, a punch, even take him down, rather, whatever the case may be, he cannot let Lyoto Machida get away from him. He has to keep him right there, close to him, in his sights. Because if Lyoto Machida goes elsewhere, I think it's going to spell doom for Couture. Now, as far as Lyoto is concerned, like I said just now, he's just going to have to use that speed and that elusiveness and that karate style to prevent from getting ragdolled around the octagon, because that's what Couture is going to look to do. He's going to look to close the distance early. He's going to quicken the pace, and he's going to try to force as much pressure as he can on Machida, to either pin him up against the cage, punch him, knee him, and eventually look for a takedown and either ground and pound him or submit him. So Lyoto Machida has to keep moving. Um, I think that Lyoto Machida will be able to outmove Randy Couture, being that Randy Couture is not a very agile competitor. He's more so of a methodical, flat-footed fighter. Just kind of stays conservative most of the time, but is really good at somehow grabbing a hold of guys and just wearing them out on the cage, and like I said, with the dirty boxing and the knees, and eventually taking them down and ground and pounding them. But I think he won't be able to do that as easy with Lyoto, because Lyoto is just he's just like a swift wind, man. I mean, he's just so incredibly quick. It's almost like he's there for 1 second and then the next minute he's not. That's how quick he is. Now, something interesting that I have seen from Lyoto Machida was when I was watching the Quentin Jackson fight. Rampage was able to keep Lyoto in his sights. He didn't let Lyoto get away too much. He kind of kept him in close distance, and he was able to get off some punches and everything, and he landed a couple of them, one flush. I don't know if it actually knocked Machida down, but I know it wobbled him a little bit. And he was also able to pin Lyoto up against the fence and get some knees into the body, and a little bit of dirty boxing of his own. And I'm sure that Randy Couture has studied that match and is looking to what word can I use here? He's looking to emulate that same strategy that Quentin did, only in a different manner. But yeah, Quentin Jackson, he did a perfect job in just pressing forward and just continuing to make Lyoto Machida back up. And like I said, he was eventually able to get him on the cage a little bit, and he even took Lyoto Machida down at one point, and he was on top. Lyoto, however, was able to reverse, Quentin on the mat. He almost nearly ended up submitting him with an armbar, but being that Quentin Jackson is so strong, he was able to reverse that. So even if Randy Couture does get Lyoto Machida on the ground, he has to make sure that he's either got a tight mount or side control, and probably need to trap the arm of Machida just to make sure that he doesn't escape, because Lyoto is like a snake on the ground, man. He's real slithery, real slick, hard to hold down. And as he demonstrated in the Quentin Jackson fight with nearly getting that armbar, he's very good from the bottom. So Randy Couture will have to make a mental note. When he gets Lyoto down, he has to get Lyoto in a position where he either won't be able to sweep him or he won't be able to escape with his hips. Because I think if he's able to sweep Randy Couture on the ground, I think he could either get him in an armbar or possibly sweep him and take his back and get the rear naked choke on. So Couture is gonna have to find a way to keep Lyoto glued to the mat, so to speak. But I mean, if there's anybody that I think that can do it and that can actually control Machida on the ground, it is Randy Couture, because Randy Couture is a well-established wrestler. He's very smart with how he takes guys down. And you never know how the takedown is going to come. He might just grab a high crotch and basically slam you down to the mat, or he could even pull something like he did with the in the James Toney fight. Grab an ankle and just transition into a single leg. I mean, it could be anything. You know, that's why Lyoto Machida, he has to frustrate Randy, and like I said, he has to he's got to use his lightning bolt speed and try to make Randy Couture commit and use his aggression against him. If he can do that, then we probably might see an early TKO or something by Lyoto Machida. But it's funny. I heard one person here on YouTube say when he was talking about the Lyoto Machida Randy Couture fight, when you've lost 2 straight in a row, I mean, it doesn't matter how great of a fighter you are and how great your style is, you're going to come out a little tense, a little bit careful, because you don't want to take the risk of either getting caught with a punch or possibly taken down. So Lyoto is going to come out a little bit fragile in this fight, but I think if he's able to incorporate his game plan, which I know will be to constantly move and get in and out, on the inside when he attacks, and just basically keep Randy Couture at distance. He's going to be kind of fragile in doing that, but I think eventually, if he gets his offense going early, I think he'll be comfortable in his flow, and I think he just might unleash the heavy artillery. He just if he gets in a rhythm early with his striking, Lyoto Machida, he'll just probably unload on Randy early in the fight, and that could possibly be the end of it. So Randy Couture has to be really, really focused on just closing up Machida from the get-go. And if he can do that, he can wear him out and take him down, and like I said, either TKO him with ground and pound attacks or submit him. But I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. That's going to be a very intriguing fight. It's 2 contrasting styles, and we'll just have to see. We'll see if Machida actually comes out and becomes more aggressive and takes charge of the fight like Ed Soros said he would, or either he's going to come out fragile and tense. So, but I don't know. It's going to be a good fight. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for watching George's Logic once again. I'm probably going to do my official predictions for UFC 129 either tomorrow or Thursday or Friday, but I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching. God bless you all.